sorry about that. Okay, I'm recording and I'm broadcasting and John is here. All the moving parts are here. Yay! Let's get going. So we're making this today. We're calling it a Duct-Dori. Again, I'm not claiming to have, necessarily been the first person to use duct tape, but I think it's pretty cute and I think it's a little bit different take on it. So we're going to do that. And it's based on the Midori Traveler's Notebook, which I have, a beautiful leather one. And so this is just a nice, easy way to throw something like that in your purse and it'll be good to go. So what I'm using today is you need some flexible cardboard. And I'm using, and you can see somebody mailed something to me, so I didn't take it from the post office. But it's a priority mail envelope thing, and it's nice and lightweight. And by the time you get that duct tape on the front and back, you're going to have a nice cover. So what we found when Jonna and I were making these is that if you use a light colored duct tape like this, has a light background, the color, if you have any color on your cardboard, it'll show through. So I covered this with gesso first. And the measurements that I'm going to use for my cover are, I'm going to make it a tad wider than this one because I want to put more books in the one I'm giving away. So,
you need the measurement?
No, I'm going to use these measurements.
Okay.
Let me grab my trimmer.
Okay. Small one?
Huh? Huh? No.
Oh, hey, okay, I hate to tell you to do this, but Carol asked if you think you could turn off your autofocus on your camera.
My autofocus was off before. Okay.
It's back up.
Yeah, it's going up and down. Thanks, Carol. All right, but probably is going to cause it to blow up again, just saying.
No.
Well, it might, because I got to open the settings. All right, let's hope it doesn't.
Linda White Holloway said, hoping that I can't see Cheerios under the cougar tape.
Yeah, good point. Oh yeah, see, Jonna, when I got rid of it. Oh. But now if I turn it off, what's going to happen?
You're still here so far.
Okay. Everything still looks all right. So everything looks okay. Whew. Thanks, Carol. Because I know how annoying that is when I watch that on recordings too, and it goes up and down all the time. Yeep.
It's recording.
I do. It's on. Everybody got to hear that whole thing.
Yeah, because Brenda was just saying she has to take the dog out, so she wanted to make sure we were recording. That's all.
If my girls didn't take care of me, I would be in big trouble. This one's 8.5 tall, which is the size, approximately the size of the real Midori. It's around that size. If I could find mine, I'd show you. And then I believe I made this. This is 9.5, but I think I'm gonna go up to 10 this time to make it just a little bit wider, and then we can fit more books in it. I don't carry more than 3, but I know some people like to carry more than that. So my suggestion is you make your cover, okay, and I realize this is not for people who like to measure and whatever, but if you make your cover first before you cut out the paper for your books, then you can adjust the size of your books, which is probably a good way to do it. Jonna, however, has one. Hers is a little different measurements, and you can read those off to them, right, if they want to make one the size that you made.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm going to do this. I'll be right back. I'm going to do this on my rotary. I'm going to put my beautiful Linda White Holloway sign down. I'll be right back. I sound like I'm going off to the Yukon.
Okay. So. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was telling Darcy this morning, last night was the first night Oliver slept through the whole night. Because for like 2 weeks, ever since he was sick when I got back from CHA, Oliver's my dog. It's not a child, his name. For anybody watching the recording. Oh, you can't hear me? And can you hear me now?
They can't hear you?
That's what JJ said. Can't hear Jonna.
Oh no, what if I lost you on Skype? Let me go back and check.
No, you haven't lost Skype because I have you on my phone.
How can I have lost you?
No, Janet says she hears me fine. Everybody's saying they can hear me fine. JJ.
Don't freak us out,
So,
JJ.
yeah, everybody's saying they hear me fine. Okay. So anyway, okay. Anyway, so I got Oliver when he was sick. Well, Mom was here for 3 weeks, and so he got used to sitting on her lap. Then his little bed is in my bedroom in a corner, but I don't like he doesn't sleep in my bed. He sleeps in his bed, and so but every night, like since I got back and he was sick, he'd been like getting up in the middle of the night and wanting to come and get in my bed, like scratching on the side of the bed, like a like a cat would scratch. And so I'd go to bed, but I haven't had any like good sleep for like 2 weeks now. And I need to talk slow now. I'm a fast talker. Sorry, Carrie. I will talk slower. Is this better?
Poor
So I ended up figuring it out because it got really cold down here. The temperature went down, well, cold for us, warm for you all. And so I had I thought, I'm gonna put Oliver likes to bury himself in blankets, and my mom knitted him a blanket for Christmas. So I put it over him last night because he likes to bury himself. And
I'm just cutting my duct tape while you talk.
I did not hear him. That's fine. I figured I'd keep him busy because you weren't talking. So I ended up covering him with Mom's blanket, and then he slept all the way through. So that was the deal. He was probably cold. So now I feel like I'm a bad dog mommy because he's been cold for 2 weeks.
Well, he can always go bury himself under his little blankie, can he?
No, he didn't have his blanket. It was, now I'm Robo Jonna. Thanks, Barb. Sandy chick. If that link doesn't work, Sandy, try this one because this one works.
Yeah, and let me just let you all know I'm having issues with that too. So if I miss something or if I chime in like 20 minutes later, that's why. So I just decided
I know he's cold. I forget that he's older now, and I felt really bad. But now he slept through the night, and he was all happy. So thanks, Mom, for knitting him blankets.
Oh my gosh, Jonna loves hers. And they're so pretty, you guys. I should go show you what she made. I didn't want to give it to Gabby. I'm like, I'm not giving it to Gabby. It's too good. She's like, you have to. It's hers. She's sitting on your blanket right now, Jonna.
I think Mom can make us each one next year for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's like
I'll have to send her some yarn.
I'm just it's so much faster and easier, you guys, if you cut your strips first. So that's what I'm doing right now. And the Tim Holtz scissors cut through really nicely. They don't get sticky like some scissors do. Here, nice edge. Awesome. So it's gonna take like 5 or 6. Can't remember how many. But we're going to use them on the inside too, so it doesn't really matter how many you cut, I guess. Okay. And then what you do, Cheerios. Linda, how the Cheerios going? Oh, there's my bone folder. Ooh, Looking for that. Okay. So now what I did was I worked from the outer edges to the inside so that this centerpiece would function like a spine. You know, it just looked nicer in my opinion. So what I did was I overlapped about a 1/2 inch on the end so that we have a way to wrap it. And this is kind of cool, you guys. This isn't, it's not, I thought this was single directional and it's not, but the hearts go up and some of the hearts go up and down. That's kind of cool. So I'm just gonna lay it over about, and it's kind of forgiving on this glossy cardstock. Whoop. I'll just get about a 1/2 inch or so. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to have to do like a gazillion of these sheets. And I'm on the Ranger craft mat because it doesn't stick to that. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, and I'm just gonna work my way to the center. And I don't think I'm gonna try too hard to match it. I may try a little bit. I don't know. This isn't gonna.
Okay, well, see, they're saying that your sound isn't very loud. So is your microphone the microphone on your camera the default?
Okay, is that better? That's probably better, huh? Is that better? Tell me.
See, I'm waiting for the chat. They may have a little lag.
Okay. Oh, I really wanted to kind of match.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Oh, you have to start on the outside, putting the tape down, and work your way on the inside. So then you have one solid piece down the middle, and yeah, everybody's saying better.
Okay,
you need
good.
one solid piece down the middle where your brads go. So
it just looks better. I was hoping I could match these up a little better. These aren't really matching. I may recut some. That might make me a little nutty. Because this is the one you guys are going to win. I want it to look good. As opposed to one I keep for myself that I don't care what it looks like. Oh boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. After I sat there and made that book on our last stream, and then you were like, oh, it's mine. I was like, what?
I know. So I'm just overlapping slightly so that you don't have a seam there, but I'm not overlapping a lot. I would say about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, now we're talking. It's not going to be perfect because you're overlapping, but you know. It's duct tape.
Oh, I'll have to tweet my Duct-Dori I made with Darcy. I used Darcy UK stamp set, the one with the flamingo. Eileen, close your ears. And I made a charm. Her flamingo stamp is perfect for doing shrinky dinks. So you can make all the little shrinky dink charms you want to with that flamingo stamp because it works out great. Paper, colored it in burgers, and then I, cut it out, shrunk it, and then, I poked a hole in it first, and then I shrunk it, and then I made a little flamingo charm on my flamingo duct tape. It's adorable.
Her hearts make really cute ones too. I'm just going around and trimming it about a 1/2 inch. That's what we're going to wrap over, and then we're going to line the inside as well. Oop. Maybe I should be doing this side. I think it's easier to cut on the not sticky side.
George and Sharon are here.
Hey, how are you? I'm making a book. I'm making a book with duct tape. I think my brother likes duct tape. That's my brother and my sister-in-law. George, you like duct tape, right? Don't you have like 100 uses for duct tape? So I'm just, like I said, I'm trimming so it looks a little bit better. This part's not going to show because we're going to line it, but it'll lay smoother if you trim it a bit. Okay. And then, gotta grab my perfect trim.
Eileen, you use duct tape for everything. Eileen doesn't have any duct tape.
What? How can you not have duct tape?
I have no idea. George said yes, duct tape rules.
You know what I just realized? If I cut, this will cut into the craft mat if I use a craft knife, huh?
Okay, even. Oh, that's gonna cut. You need to use the craft. Don't cut on your craft sheet.
I'm not.
Put a cutting knife underneath there.
Look what I'm doing. It'll stick. That's so cool. I'm like all excited. I'm just doing all my corners, mangling all my. What?
Sure. You already cut on your craft mat. I have a lag.
I didn't actually cut though, Jonna. I just scored.
Oh, okay.
I scored it a bit and then realized that I was going to cut into it and stop myself. So now I'm just going to use the ruler as my little guide. And I never get this right. I'm just saying, even with the lines and everything, for some reason I'm challenged that way. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. This is cool that this thing sticks right to the duct tape though, and then you just trim. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat.
Okay, I have to tell you, remember when we went and got Zippy, when we first got Zippy?
Yeah.
And I was taking him and I was walking around showing the restorer guy. They had patched the roof. I'd never gotten up on a ladder and looked at the roof, and the people who owned it prior patched the roof with duct tape.
They did?
There were patches all over the top with duct tape.
Oh no.
I don't know if the people were gonna like prime it or if that was the original white. I have no idea, but there was like, yeah, they primed it or just put white paint over it so it matched. So
oh my goodness.
The old silver duct tape.
Yep.
They duct taped it and then painted it right over top of the duct tape.
Oh
like,
my
oh,
goodness. That's terrible. So I'm just folding the edges now. I'm trying to get some nice corners in here. And I'm folding it, trying to keep it even. Gabby's playing with her bagel. She's got a, they make dog biscuit bagels at Einstein's, and so she got one for Valentine's Day. So I'm just keeping it firmly against the edge, trying to keep it flat. Just working my way around.
Midori. She got a real Midori for Valentine's Day.
I know. Isn't that wonderful? Simon's the best. Oh, this one I cut a little bit too, not close enough. Paula, I'm so excited for you. You're going to love it.
Darcy.
What?
Everybody's going, cover your blade, cover your blade. They're all confused. You're going to cut yourself.
Oh, I can't keep track of everything. Everything. What was that like that time I was streaming and my coffee, I kept shaking the table and everyone's like watching my coffee come perilously close to spilling all over the place. That was pretty funny.
Barb said, just for the record, I did not tell Darcy to cover the blade. Xander did.
Oh no, Barb's watching me. I always feel like I have to be perfect around Barb because everything she does is so great.
Well, just tip of the day. Duct tape was invented to join heating and air conditioning metal ducts together. It is silver colored to match the color of the duct.
Huh. Well, that's over. I'm having problems with this one. I got a little too much on this one too. I was trying, because I tend to cut it too close and then, you know, then they don't wrap nicely. And so this time I was like a little too generous, but okay. It's actually coming out all right. I like this one better. I'm just going around, making sure everything's smooth. Cool. That's really cute. Okay. Here we go again. I'm happy with what I made. I may put another piece over that. I'm thinking about it because I've got a seam right down the middle because I made this a little wider. Let me do that. I'll make it nice and even too. So
Barb perpetuated a great myth. Apparently, Barb of perfection in Darcy's eyes, rolling on the floor laughing out
loud. I'm glad you find that amusing. Okay, who agrees with me? Who agrees with me? Anybody? Nobody? I did have to use a little bit extra there to get it to match as good as I could. I don't know if this really does match. I don't know. This pattern may have some anomalies that I'm not aware of. At least that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so that's just going to have a little extra reinforcement down the middle. It actually looks pretty good. Yay! Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to line the inside, same way. This time I don't worry too much about where I end up. Jonna's, Jonna's cutting in and out.
Oh, sorry. Diane wanted to know if we had the scan and cut. Yes, we do. We both each have one, and we love them because I don't like dealing with my computer or software or anything like that. And it's very intuitive, and I can scan what I want, and then I can just cut it out. I don't have to. It's all in one. I love that thing, and it's got 2 different blades, and it cuts through thick chipboard and like matte board with the thicker blade, the purple blade, and I mean, I'm just like in love with the thing. So the trick is to not breaking any of your blades by doing something really thick is the fact that if you do your test cut, make sure you always test cut. Like you just put in the thing that you want to cut, you hit test cut, and it'll cut just like the little triangle in the corner of whatever you're doing, and so it won't affect the rest of the thing that you're cutting on, and it works perfect. So I'm a huge fan of the scan and cut.
Yeah, we've kind of figured out that if you don't mind the computer and everything, the Silhouette is awesome, and people do amazing stuff. They have a great community, but if you really just want kind of that quick fix, then the scan and cut is great for that. I mean, there have been times that instead of messing with SVGs, and because it has a proprietary format called an FCM file, I just scan it. I mean, scan it, and look what I did. Scan it and cut it out. And then, well, JJ got it for, she likes it because it'll cut around stamped. You know, you can stamp things and then it'll just cut around them without any fuss. So I'm going to just go ahead and pre-cut these, I think, if I can figure out how long I want them. I'm just trying to make these edges neater on the inside because you're really only going about maybe 1/8 of an inch toward the top, between 1/8 and 1/4, and covering the inside. I just want it to look pretty.
Oh shoot! I think I'm gonna have to hang up on because I've got to figure out a way to mute and still be able to talk on it. Because I'm getting text messages and somebody's tweeting me right now.
Oh.
Who's tweeting me? I sound like Tweety. Okay, let me call you back on Skype.
Okay. I'm just going to be sitting here cutting duct tape. I do feel bad though, because like I can't really follow the chat too well right now. So, but. Did you guys see what Clausman did for Barb this week? That was so sweet. I watched a recording yesterday, and it was just like Publishers Clearinghouse. He walked up and gave her beautiful flowers and a card for Valentine's Day. That was so sweet. Okay, let's see. I do like the way these scissors are cutting this, although really nice, because I don't think I used them the first time. Now this is coming out nice. There she is. Hello.
Okay, it was weird. I couldn't mute my phone ring. You know, this Skype. It was just turning the volume down on Skype. Odd.
You're yeah, but you're kind of. Oh, here we go again. Let me see. Maybe it goes this way. Yeah. You're kind of cutting in and out though.
I know it cuts in and out. It does that on mine when I stream and you're on Skype because it overrides on your microphone.
Oh.
So we can't talk at the same time.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Which is a nearly impossible feat.
For us, yeah. That's funny. So who's going to make one of these? Isn't it fun? It's not as hard as I'm making it look.
The disclaimer on when you stream. It's not as hard as I'm making people look.
Well, we've had that talk before. Like, sometimes you just want to put it in your lap and get it done. And then you're trying to, like, you know, and this one, because this is going to be given to somebody, I want it to look nice. So you're just going to go through like that until we're done. I may have to do 2 pieces there. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay though. That's quite all right. We'll just do 2 pieces there. It really is forgiving, but now if you decide to use the sheets are 8.5 by 11. So you're going to want to go just a tad, probably a tad smaller, so that you can just wrap it, you know. But it won't be much. And then let's see, let's talk about some of the printables that are out there too. Ray Blake was probably the first one that I saw on YouTube he's been doing this for years, that did a Ray Dory, faux Dory. And he has a lot of free printables on his site. And the cool thing is he updates them every year. So he's got like 2015 calendars, and he's got a daily diary, a weekly diary. And then we talked about, and I heard Paula talk about her too. I can't believe you found her so quickly. DIY Fish, who's got awesome tracking and all kinds of really cool printables for your Midori or faux Dory or any other Dory. And there are a bunch of them out there. I just bought something really that I'm really excited about. I was going to go grab it before I streamed, but it's down at the office because it came in. But it's a stamp that does the isn't it called a hexagraph? Where it looks like this, and then it's got like a pie chart, and then it's got lines kind of like this around it. This is such a great sketch, just telling you. But anyway, so I got stamps, and what you do is you can track your time. So, you know, this could be, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say these are, I don't know, this was a whole, you spend, how did I do this? I can't remember how I did it. But like this could be a whole day, you know, or this could be part of a day. You can really do them almost any way you want. So you spent, you know, this much time at the office, and then, you know, you ate dinner. This is a different color, and you worked out. And you fill this in, and what's cool about it is you can fill one in the way you want your day to go, and then you can do another one and track what you actually did that day, which is great for me because, you know, the workout and the this and that kind of that turns into Facebook time. Or, you know, so it's a good way to track your time. I just got that. I'm kind of excited about it. Okay, so isn't that cute? So I'm trying to think of which.
Yeah, Paula said something about, okay, wait. You know what? What's weird is why won't there it is. Why, I was going to say, wonderland.com DIY fish.
Oh, thank you.
She posted the link.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay.
She said the DIY fish inserts she thought have that graph.
Oh, they have the graph on it? Perfect. Okay, good. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the binding inside. And what you do is you find your midpoint. And you can fold this, it's fine, it'll unfold. That's the cool part about the duct tape. You know, it's flexible with that thin cardboard in there. So, I was just looking at this. I don't know if I like either side of this. I may recover part of it, but we'll go with it for now. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your crocodile or hole punch or anything. And what I used was this elastic. It is thick elastic cord pack. This one, I believe it's by Creatology. And where's the other one? Because the other one had the measurement on it.
The Creatology line is from Michaels, and
Yeah.
but Joann's also has it. And where you can find it, if you're not going to buy it online, but if you have one of those near you, it's over where the children's art beading supplies are.
Yeah.
But make sure that you read it, because they have it all together with the regular beading cording, and they look identical. So make sure that you have the elastic one.
Let's see if I can get the little sign up there. Well, the leg of my camera's in the way, but it says thick elastic cord pack. This one doesn't give you the millimeters, but this one says it is 1.2 millimeter, and that's a nice size. It'll still go through a bead because it's what it's used for, but it's thick enough to actually, you know, be strong enough to hold books into your cover. Okay, so let me go grab my eyelets. I had a couple. I think I want to use the black ones. That'd be cute. I'll use those. And my crocodile. And what you want to do is, I'm probably going to mark it first before I, let me get a marker, before I punch, so that I can get it in the middle, because it is really not fun when they don't match up. So, where's my, anybody see my ruler? There's my ruler. I guess we'll be using this. I don't know where my ruler went. Okay, get this back up there. So we're going to do this halfway. Oh, this is easy. I made this 10, so it's going to be like at the 5-inch. Oh, I didn't do that very well, did I? Let me get it up where I can actually write something. It's going to be at the 5-inch mark.
She's been adopted. She said, I wish that I enjoyed cleaning. I don't. I might be adopted. My mom was fastidious. But I like to clean, and certain people in my family don't really care to clean. And so that doesn't mean you're adopted. Although they do tell me that I'm adopted all the time.
Or that you have OCD. One or the other. They tell you that too. Poor Jonna. She's very, what I love about Jonna is she's like everything I'm not. She's very organized. She does like to clean. She likes things to look neat and tidy, and I like that about her. One of us should be like that.
It just makes finding things easier. I gave up trying to remember where I put things, but if everything was organized, then I don't have to use that part of my brain for that. That's all.
So I'm going to put the eyelets in so that they're about a 1/4 inch or so from the end. And they're just regular size little eyelets. John, I don't know what they are. What are they, 1/4 inch eyelets or something? What do you call these things? And I'm using my...
Oh, look at Mom. Mom's trying... She says, Barb, all the DIY books say to clean after they leave, not before they arrive.
What? All the DIY books?
Yeah, it says the company. I always clean before and after.
Oh, that's cute. And during. Okay, see? So I got my little holes. I'm going to turn it over, put the eyelets in from the outside so they look pretty on the outside. Xandra's really good with eyelets. She can actually use the big bite. Some people know I'm big bite challenged. Okay, easy peasy. Now we get our 2 eyelets in the middle. Like I said, about a 1/4 inch. Okay. And then we're gonna thread the elastic. Now for the beads, I used, like I said, they're about 4 millimeters. I got these, they actually came on an elastic bracelet. So I guess I'm cheating a bit, but I know the elastic will go through. And they will also be held by the eyelet. They're just slightly bigger than the hole in the eyelet, so they don't come through. So that's what I chose to use. So we're going to grab our elastic. And you're going to want it a little bit taut. But if you make it about double the length of your book, you'll have enough to tie. You want enough to tie a good knot. So I always do extra because, you know, that can be a problem. And you need, I don't know if I told you that, you need double, so that, because you're going to make two elastics. You're going to string it through twice, wrap it around. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through the top eyelet, string it through the bead on the outside.
The thing about the elastic that's nice, because everybody's kind of talking about other options, they don't have the elastic. The thing about the elastic that's nice is when your book's thick, it gives. So, because your books are going to get thicker and thicker.
Yep. Well, and that's the whole point. I mean, I don't know that it's a faux dory without the elastic. It's kind of their thing, right? But let's see, if you didn't have it, well, I mean, you could do anything. You could tie ribbon. I mean, look, we all know how to make binding. Let's face it. You can use, for the actual books, you can use, when you start attaching these, you can use regular elastic bands. But the threads, this elastic stuff's not that hard to find. I also had some that was just white that they use for sewing, you know, for flocking. And that's what I had in that first one. I don't know, Jonna, what would you use if you didn't use this?
Oh, no. Now you're talking about flocking.
That's
flocking
gonna start something. That is definitely.
I think it's you use on smocking, not blocking.
Oh yeah, smocking.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Coffee.
I hope Buck.
Oops. Yoo-hoo, Cabana Boy. Oh well, there's more of these where they came from. I thought it was a little bit, did you think it was harder to actually find the beads than it was to find the elastic, Jonna? Or no? You used pony beads on your first one, right?
Yeah, because we were making them at mid-mag, and that's all I could find.
Yeah.
But then I ended up, smacking with flocking.
So
Barb said to drink coffee, Darcy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this. I'm not pulling it really, really tight. I just want to pull it snugly. So. Because you want a little bit of snap there to hold your books in. But I haven't found that I needed to do it so tight that this actually curled. It works just fine. Just make it a little snug. So, and then we're going to tie it in a knot. And then once I tie this in a knot, I'm going to do a nice square knot. Then I'm going to put a bead of glossy accents on it. And we'll just let this dry and we'll work on our books. So.
That elastic's really thin. They're pretty good. It pulls through a lot of beads. It's amazing.
Yeah. You get a lot in a package too. I hope you're motivated to make a bunch because you get a lot. Cool. Coolio. Let me just do two. Just for...
Here.
Man, Jonna. Are you talking? Because I keep feeling like you're cutting in and out. Okay, and I'm leaving a little bit of a tail, not much, tiny bit. I don't know if you can see that. And that's it, that's how you do it. And then see, and there's your little beads. I think they look cute. Okay. Oh, let me get the glossy accents on there, and then we'll let this just sit. For a second. Aw, good. I'm glad you like it. Like I said, it's a lot easier than on Makeup. Whoops, there goes the fine liner. Okay, so I'm just going to put that over there. Huh?
If you use the duct tape sheets, it really is fast because you just peel it off, slap down your chipboard, fold it over, take the other piece, slap it down, and trim it.
You know what would be fun?
The sheets of.
Yeah, you know what would be fun? Why don't we just do one? I mean, it doesn't take long. Let's just do one. Let's do like a passport size. So, because I have sheets. I would just need to.
JJ, the eyelets, when you go to set the eyelets, they're half an inch from each edge.
Could somebody give me an idea of what the size of the passport size traveler's notebook? I got my address. It's upside down though. Okay, I gotta gesso this first. So let me go do that real quick. Because if somebody wouldn't mind looking that up, we'll just do that. I think Paula said that it's 4.5 by 5.5 inside. If I have the inside dimension, I can do the outside. That would be a nice.
Oh, he's giving you the dimension. Got a piece of paper?
Yeah, let me get one. Hang on a second. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
I guess I could write it down. 5 3/8 by 4 1/2.
I have stuff.
Sherry, close your ear.
I know, because by the way, you guys should know they're usually in millimeters, so we're doing close approximations here. Okay, what is it? I'm sorry. 4 4.5 by 5 3/8. Okay, that's the inside books.
That's the size of a passport.
The cover, or the books that go inside of it?
Oh. Diane, I have a blue one. I forgot the name, the number.
Blue what?
Oh, she was asking me about what scanning cup we have.
Oh.
What color scanning cup?
We had so much fun meeting Julie Five Fan Balzer too at the Scan and Cut booth.
Yes. Oh, I have that video of her showing me how to do multiple, like, repeat cuts on using the screen.
Yeah. She was really sweet.
Okay, JJ, they were asking, your Duct-Dori had 3 eyelets. The center eyelet, you can set the hole with an awl, or you could set it with the anywhere punch, or use your big chomper.
You know what I'm going to do today is that you don't have to put an eyelet in the middle if you don't want to. You can just do a hole with an awl and thread your stuff through it, and it'll hold just fine. So that's probably what I'll do today, because the eyelets are a little bumpy, and I don't know if I'm thrilled with the eyelet in the middle. That's just me. Are you thrilled with it, Jonna? Do you think it'll hold without it?
Yeah, because it's duct taped, but I like the eyelet. I liked it having the eyelet in the center. I don't know. Okay. I think it just looks finished. But JJ, it's 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch from the edge.
Well, I did mine like a 1/4.
Oh, I did mine 1/2 inch on the big one. So, is this the small one you're making?
I did mine a 1/4 because it was a 1/4 inch eyelet, so it comes out a 1/2 inch when you're done. Does that make sense? From the bottom of the eyelet. Mine is approximately a 1/4 inch because I used a 1/4 inch eyelet. And so it's almost probably a 1/2 inch by the time you are done with it. Okay. But yeah, we'll put the center one in. I just wanted to let that dry. I probably should have just done it before, but because then I could have put a dot on that too. But hey, nothing else is going according to plan. So. Okay, so I gotta let that dry for a second. And so for the books, let me see. I think these books are going to be a little. Ugh, I just got gesso everywhere. No, well, these are a little short, but. So just to show you how you thread these, and I didn't bind this with anything. I like my stuff loose, so you just slide it into the middle. And I happen to have another one here. And you can put this one on your other elastic. And how you see people putting in a lot of this is what they'll do, and you have extra elastic bands. So what I would do is I would make a few extra, just plain, oop, where's my hand? Just plain bands, so that you can add books in. And I can even show you how to do that. But how you would do that is you would, let's pretend this one is, let's attach it to the front. So what you would do, I'm just going to actually do it for you so you can see it. Because that's the part that I think people are, you kind of look at it and you got to try to figure out how to do it yourself. So let's cut some of this off. And I'm just doing this to get the size of the rubber band I need. Because, you know, no measuring here. That's next month. John, are you there? Uh-oh. Did I lose her?
Hi.
Oh, you're there? Okay.
I'm here. I'm just trying to be quiet because I know that we cut each other out.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so now I would trim this, but that's just to give you an idea. Okay, just a plain rubber band. So what you do is you've got your rubber band in the middle of the book, and you've already got one in your book. And you take, now there's a lot of different ways to do this, but I believe this is how they tell you how to do it on the Midori site, and this is how I do it. You take the band that you've got in the middle of your new book you're putting in, and you just, assuming this is bound, or it's attached, so it doesn't matter, it's in there, and you wrap it around the cover of the next one. Isn't that cool? So now you've got a book here, you've got a book here, you can have a book here, you can have another book attached to that, because don't forget you got 2 elastics in the middle there, and so far I'm only using 1. So I think it's pretty neat. And that's how it works.
Okay. Pencil, Darcy, because Paula corrected the measurements for the passport size Midori.
Okay, awesome. Let me just, yes I do. Let me just get this untangled. I'm gonna leave that one on. I think my glossy accents might still be drying. Yes, what is it?
Okay, the cover is 4 by 6.
Oh, okay.
And the pages are 3.5 by 5, and those are inches.
Okay, cool. 3.5
by 5 are the pages.
Folded, right? This way.
Yeah, that's once it's folded.
3.5.
So it's
Perfect.
going to be, your pages will be 7 by 5 before folding.
Okay.
And then outside cover, you're going to want to add, what do we say, add an inch?
Yeah. Well,
or 2 inches.
It is an inch, right? Because, no, what's hers? It's a 1/2 inch for this one. It's a 1/2 inch because she's got
so it'll be
4 by 6, 4 by 6,
it's just,
and the pages are an inch shorter, so 5, and then 3.5 folded, so 1/4 inch on the edge, right? It's a 1/2 inch less. It's an inch less on the top and a 1/2 inch less on the side folded, right? Okay, that'll ultimately confuse everybody, but
to the 4, which becomes 5, which becomes 10. So you want a piece of 10. You want a piece of 10 by 6. That's your cover.
10 by 6. Oh.
Yeah.
10 by 6. Perfect.
Yeah, that passport cover will be 10 by 6, and your pages will be 7 by 5.
Oh, that's awesome. That will fit on one of the duct tape sheets. Penguins. Okay. So I think my Jess is still drying, and I don't really want to pull out my heat gun. So I think I'm going to work on one of the little books. And I've got this paper by Echo Park called Lucky in Love. Oh my gosh, and I got the cutest stickers at Michael's called Celebrate It. Because one of the things you guys do, you know, with these planners is you put stickers and washi tape and all that cute stuff. Aren't these cute, Jonna? Look at the owl. So we won't do like cuteness overload, but we'll throw a couple in there. And then we're gonna do like a pocket page. So
Linda bought the elastic band.
Huh?
Paul was thinking that the cover needs to be 8 by 6, but that would be 4 by 6. But what we found out, Paula, was, let's see, 4 by 6, 3 by 5.
3.5.
I would do 3.5 by 6, even a 1/4 inch, because when you add stuff to those pages in your books, it gets thicker, and then your cover gets smaller. So
it does, but but the leather is a little more. I think it's a little more flexible in terms of how it wraps around maybe a little more than this. So you can keep that in mind too.
So 8.5.
We can make it. Yeah, we can. I mean, that's the beauty of this. You can make it any size you want, right? So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little cover for the Stick It Down page. Will you look at this? Is this the cutest paper ever? Love it. This is all double-sided. I'm just looking for use something cool. Oh, this is cute. I guess we could use this one. This is cute. All right. Kind of saving the candy hearts for like one of the regular journals we'll stick in here. Okay, so, and I got some Canson mixed media paper too to put in one of the books. So for this,
oh, right. Showing how to inside booklets. That's what they've been waiting for. So they weren't sure why you were picking out your colored paper. She's doing the inside booklets right now that go inside the Duct-Dori.
I have to wait for my gesso to dry. Sorry. It's almost dry. So I thought while I'm waiting for a second here, I would just get some paper ready. So let's see. So for inside this one, it's going to be 4.5. I believe it's 4.5. Let me trim it. What's the best way to do this? Let's do it this way. How do I do that? If I'm doing that from there, should I just do it folded? I don't know. What's the worst thing that can happen? I can think of all kinds of things that could happen. Let's make it sure it's even. Four and a half.
Oh, Sissy forgot to kiss her husband today.
No. I don't think it is 4 1/2.
Something about I was on my way to tell him how hot I am.
Like, okay. 4 1/2, and I think this was 7 1/2, but I want to check it with my new book. Yeah, it looks like 1/2 inch less. So I think this is about 8. This is going to be close to 8. Uh-oh. I can hear myself.
Just so dry. When we first started making these Duct-Doris, I was thinking about, remember when we lived at the campground that summer?
Oh yeah, how could I forget?
They used to have every week scavenger hunts.
They did? See, I had to work. You were younger. You got to do more of like the camp stuff.
Oh yeah, so I participated in the scavenger hunt all the time. It was so much fun. And then you'd go up and you'd knock on people's doors, which back then it was safe. And you would knock on people's doors of their little campers and go, do you have this? Do you have that?
That's funny. Cute.
I guess they thought we were cute at the time. I was only 9, you know, and I'd go around with Chris.
I'm just trying to get the height of my book. 7 3/4 it looks like. 7 3/4.
Okay. Morning, PM Fulbright. Oh, is that her name, Sissy? I didn't know that was her name. Hi, Sissy.
Okay, so I got that trimmed down. And I'm going to do this one. So I ended up, what did I end up with? I ended up with 4 1/2 by 7 3/4. And then, you know, you guys who make a lot of journals, you know how you end up with having to trim the paper so that it isn't, you know, it doesn't all stick outside of your cover and all that good stuff. But this is going to only be this one piece, so I think we're okay. So I said 4 1/2, so that's 9, right? So I may trim that down just a tad. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. See if it works or not. By the time I get this little calendar page, or stick it down page done, we'll be able to go back to the oh yeah, that's cute. See, and so you can staple this with a long reach stapler, or you
Sherry tweeted her,
or you can just put it in, you know, with your cute little cover. It's really darling. Okay, so let me just make sure that that's going to be the right thickness for the paper. It actually looks pretty good. Let me trim that down just a tad. I may do it back down to, let me trim the inside down just a bit. Just 1/4 of an inch. So an 1/8.
Cute, Sherry. Sherry's doing one.
Good. See, you guys are awesome.
Hers is pink zebra.
Cute. Whoop. And I just thinned it just a bit so that when it's inside the cover, it doesn't kind of stick out. That's all. So we get our first little, so this will go inside this one that I'm giving away today. So you'll have the Stick It Down challenge in there. Alrighty, let's do the smaller one. And then what I thought I would do is once we get them done, I'll just, we'll make the little books and we'll do some decoration and that kind of thing. So, Jonna, you said what I'm going to want is, she said 4 by 6, so about 8 by 6. So let me go get this trimmed.
Duct tape. Right now, the first one we made was made with just a regular duct tape roll, but now she's using the duct tape sheet because I think that the duct tape sheet, if you have one, it would be easy. You can get them.
Yeah, if you're going to do the passport, use the sheet if you can get it. Much easier. Okay, 4 done. 6. Oh, that's a really cute size. Oh, that's adorbs. Okay. I'm coming back. Look at that. That's cute. Okay.
Oh, my. Why? Because I went to Twitter.
Uh-oh.
I'm frozen. It's alright, I'll pause.
Let me use a sheet.
Oh yeah, because now it magically appeared.
What does?
When I paused it and I restarted, I didn't know I was frozen. Then all of a sudden there was nothing on your desk, and when I hit pause and then I restarted, all of a sudden your little passport one appeared.
Aww.
Okay.
Okay, I have not tried this yet, so this could get interesting as far as, because it kind of curls up, so I don't know if I should just pull this off or not. Should I just pull the backing off? I think so.
Tracy's crazy in here because you just showed penguins.
Oh, I know. I'm sending this to you, Joyce. Just saying. That's why I got it. When I saw the penguins, I was like, I know who would love this. I'm thinking, what if my hand sticks to this? What if my hand sticks to this? Okay. That actually came off pretty nicely. Ooh, like that. So I'm just going to kind of center it, I guess, and then we'll smooth it out from there. I think before you really stuck it down, get it in the middle first, and then, and then stick it down. Okay, so this is how you want to do it. Or you can pull off stuff off the roll. But the thing is, if you have the rolls, you already have it, so you may as well use it. Right?
Right.
Jonna was so excited when she made her first one. She's like, how'd you make your other ones, Jonna?
This is so addicted. Well, I'm working on the one I bought the silver. I bought the silver sheet.
Yeah.
So I'm embossing that. I'm running it through my e-bosser.
Nice.
With one of the Teresa Collins, because if you take and you sand it down and kind of ink it, you can make it look kind of aged, and it goes perfect with the Market. What was the name of that? The blue and the platinum.
The Urban Market.
Yeah, Urban Market. It goes perfect with the Urban Market paper, and I have a little bit of that paper left, so I thought it would be. But once you put your, wait, don't cut your papers for the inside, Sherry, because Darcy does some folding and things like that. Like she does like pockets and stuff. But if you once you before you put your eyelets in, after you put your duct tape down on your chipboard on both sides, if you run it through your embossing folder, then it'll hold the embossing.
Yeah.
But don't run. I wouldn't run it through with your eyelets on it.
No. You got to do it at this stage once you get it ready. I want to do one like that too because I want to do a gold one with 9 and Company in it because that was the paper. Sometimes I will do this. We have this pack, Jonna and I, that we won't buy any. I think she secretly does though, but we won't buy stuff that we're not using for a project because we've really got to be on a budget because it gets out of control, as you can imagine. And so, but I bought it when I was down at Whimsidoodle because I had to have it. And I said, can you think of a project for this, Jonna, so I have an excuse to buy it? But we didn't think of one at that point, but I really wanted that paper, so.
I'm not secretly buying anything. I did buy Teresa. I did buy the Teresa Collins Studio Gold line because I wanted to make an envelope for her using her using her stuff for when I saw her in CHA.
Yeah.
I had that picture of her and her husband from our cruise we were on. And so I wanted to do it with some vellum and make an envelope. And she's got vellum in that pack.
Gotcha.
So I bought the pack. It was half off at Joann's, so I bought it. And then I used the sheet of vellum, and I made a whole like card that she could frame or use in one of her albums or whatever. And then I stuck it in a vellum envelope so that was printed, so you could see what was in it, but not because I didn't want her to just go, oh, a card, and open it, and not be prepared for what she was
that was hard it was hard seeing her, but she looked great, and her booth was beautiful, and her new lines are gorgeous. Actually, I am making something out of one of her new lines this spring, so kind of excited about it. May do that with Mom. We'll see. I'm just kind of lining it up and cutting my corners. Yeah, Jonna had to make her a gift because my pictures of the two of them were blurry. Go figure. Because the first thing I did was I went through our Alaska pictures. I'm like, I'm sure I have some of her and her husband, and they're all blurry. It's like, oh, Jonna.
Yeah.
So, of course, she had a good one because she's way better at that than I am. All right, so I'm just going to go around. And I have 2 sheets of this. I have one for the inside. This is so cute. Uh-oh. I'm giddy with happiness at what I'm making again. Oh, well.
Hey, I just want you to know that the lizard has not been back because Sad passed away.
How do you know he passed away?
I found him dead in my bathroom.
Oh, poor little lizard. Okay, how cute is that? How stinking cute is that? I get a chance to have a cuteness moment. I got some fur ephemera on this, as Paula calls it. And also, I didn't really talk about this because we're doing all one style of duct tape, but you can do contrasting stuff for a spine, and I'm looking for my contrast, like if you wanted to put a contrasting pattern down the middle, you could, and that kind of thing. So, be creative with it. And this I may. Ooh, look. How cool is that?
Contrasting. Oh,
That goes that way. That goes that way, y'all. Oh gosh, you guys, this is so much easier. Now, that being said, with the sheets, you can make a bigger one. What you would do is you'd probably have to get 3 of these. Well, you would have to get 3 of these. And what you could do is, you know, you'd have one, well, watch your well, these are multi-directional. So yeah, so you could go this way, you know, on one side, this on the other, and you got plenty of room to overlap them in the middle. So you'd still have your nice spine, or you could do contrasting in the middle. So you can use these for the bigger one too. That's kind of cool. Okay, so for this we can just kind of eyeball it and trim it because it has the nice marks on the back. I'm just going to do that. I'll do this one all the way so you can see the eyelets again, and we'll do the middle eyelet too, or all, or whatever you want to do. Does anybody have any questions at this point? Because we all know I haven't had a whole lot of coffee today. So let's see, you know, always.
So the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
They're asking where you can find duct tape, and people are just posting all places like Dollarama has it.
Oh, that's
if you're
great.
here, any of the craft stores have it. They have big duct tape display. Hardware stores have them. Like I know, like Lowe's has them. Home Depot here, Ace Hardware. Our Dollar Tree, they have duct tape. The Dollar Tree, the green, you know, they have duct tape, printed duct tape, and so did I was in Big Lots. Big Lots had.
I'll send this to Joyce. I'll send you like the extra. Who had duct tape, Jonna? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the other one? Walmart?
No, Big Lots had printed duct tape.
Oh, nice.
It was like a buck roll.
Nice.
But not the sheet. That's why I'm going to beat that Joann's and Michael's.
I'll tell you what, you can't beat this sheet idea. I'm just saying. Unbelievable. It's really easy. I'm just trimming it off a little bit because that's what I do.
Trim it down to size and it's not all sticky. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
It's got the grid.
Yeah, it looks great. And then the edges are nice because you can cut it. You're not trying to line up all the edges. But there's nothing wrong with doing it the other way. I mean, I like them. And duct tape, you know, you're using duct tape as an art medium. So you're dealing with the intrinsic properties of a roll of duct tape. So yeah, it's going to look like a roll of duct tape. There's really nothing wrong with that. Now, I'm going to leave a little bit on the end so that hopefully I can line this up evenly. I think I'm going to do it this way. Because this could go AWOL. Probably is going to at this point. Comes right up though. Maybe I'll go backwards. Let me see. Let me put a little bit more of the backing back on. Okay. And just pull it off. Okay, I'm going to have to pull it back up. If you don't stick it down right away, it pulls right up and it'll allow you to smooth it out a bit. I just got it kind of wrinkled right there. I'm going to get rid of it.
Linda Boginda said it's such a fun project.
Oh, thank you.
Don't forget to print out your, go on our blog and print out the printable, which is the Stick It Down challenge. That's why we're making it. We're hoping you'll participate. And then at the end of May, we're going to have a drawing for everyone who does the Stick It Down challenge.
I'm pretty sure duct tape will be in the prize, but I want to do something really nice. Like, you know, there's some new tools that are out, and sorry guys, I have a wrinkle right in here that's going to make me crazy if I don't get rid of it. So
Angie, just work through the uglies. That's what Paula always says. Just work through the uglies.
oh, I know. I love Paula. Is Paula still here? Gosh, I used to.
She's still here. She's screaming.
Paula's probably the reason why I'm still single, because all those years I would stay home on Saturday night to watch her stream, and I'd be like, don't bug me. And what always amazes me is somebody will call me. I'm like, why are you calling me? Don't call me.
Right. Why are you calling me? What do you know? Paula's on. That's how I feel about Downton Abbey. Somebody called me during Downton Abbey, and I'm like, are you serious? You're interrupting my Downton Abbey? Don't even call me. Don't even think about it. Turning the phone off. I would turn my phone off when I'm on Twitter. I guess I could be on Twitter on my computer. I didn't think about that.
Well, you're so funny because on Skype, like her thing on Skype is like, don't Skype me because I'm streaming. That's what it says all the time. Because people would try to Skype you while you were streaming. It was so funny.
I know. Well, I have a lot of Europeans on my Skype, you know, from going over there and doing missions work. But so whenever they see me on, they're always like, oh, you know, and then they try to call me and it's going off, and it goes off on my phone and my computer at the same time. So finally, I put up like on your, what is that thing called? Your mood? On my mood, I went, please don't Skype me. If you see me on, I am streaming live.
Oh, that is the cutest. That is the cutest.
Yeah, the window takes cute.
Oh, that is so cute. Okay, so now we'll do the eyelids. And I'll do the middle one too.
Oh yeah, Kathy Oda. Remember, she always said eyelids.
Yeah.
The eyelids. You watch all her old videos. If you're on Bob. Her old videos, it's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
All the time. It's eyelets. Eyelets.
Eileen calls them eyelids, doesn't she?
Lids. Oh, that was so funny.
Excuse me. Okay.
Are we supposed to see something? I missed it in the chat. I walked away for a little bit. I had to let Oliver out.
5 and... Now I'm just marking where I need to put my eyelid. I had a...
Oh,
I made this slightly bigger.
Did she stream last night?
Who?
Kathy. Okay.
I missed, if she did, I missed it because I was at work till 9 plus 9:30. I think I was there till. Then I came home, raced home because we were in the process of doing something. So I thought, okay, while they're working on their piece, now's a good time for me to run home. So I did, and I finally ended it. I don't know, after 9 sometime.
Diane said she did. I missed Takeout Tuesday too with Jim on Tuesday because Tuesdays I have to. I always have a standing appointment on Tuesday night, so I miss that all the time.
I saw Jim. That was fun. I miss them.
I know. I need to watch his recordings today.
I miss my guys. One of the cool things about the Crop-It-Owls, y'all know, is you can like set your distance so that you don't have to measure. So I had done that. I cheated. I think that's where I want it. Is that where I want it?
That's not
I don't
That's
even know.
not cheating. That's what it's on there for.
I think that's. I didn't do it the first time though. I was like, I was eyeballing my marking last time, but this time I think I'll. I don't know. I can't tell.
Yes, Miko, Sherry is making it along with us. It's the Duct-Dori for our Stick It Down challenge. Here, I'm gonna paste the blog so you can go on there and you can get the download and everything.
I'm gonna warn you though, they're addictive. I'm gonna warn ya. Oh my gosh, I love this size. Paula got a passport because she was saying on her stream, and by the way, her stream is, she's Journal Artista. She does amazing, amazing mixed media. Ugh, love it. Art journaling, but she does a lot of stuff. She's getting into watercolor now, which is really fun to watch. Okay, so that takes me a while because I'm challenged with, you know, getting things even. So I'd rather take the time and be right.
Somebody has those big the bigger grommets. You could use like oh, I don't know how you get it in there for the elastic hairband, so that wouldn't work. Well, I guess you could cut it and then retie it. But everybody's saying they got lost at where the elastic goes in. How to do the elastic with the beads.
Okay, I'll do it again. I'm just marking where my band, where I want to put my band. You know what? I could have done a pen loop on this too, and I didn't think about it. Like this one. This one. What I did for this, and I didn't finish the inside of it, but when I was wrapping my duct tape, I cut a slit. I cut a slit before I folded this over, folded a piece inside itself to make the pen loop, stuck it through the slit, and then folded this over and stuck it down. So you can make pen loops too. And the cool thing is you can bend it right inside your book. It doesn't have to stick out. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's do the eyelets.
Okay, you have to add how you put on this pen loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, show them how you do the inside elastic too, and how you put your little charm on it.
Yep.
That's the fun part.
Yep. Okay. I don't have a penguin charm, but
some people say they went over the list and some of the things they'll never get. Carol, you have 3 months. You don't know that you'll never use that airline luggage tag. Do you have I'm thinking you can draw one. I'll give you a pass. Since you don't fly, you can draw an airline luggage tag and stick it down.
How about any luggage tag? How about a Amtrak luggage tag or a Greyhound luggage tag? How about any old luggage tag?
Like taking one off somebody else's suitcase.
You could do that down here. Down here at the MARTA station, there's all kinds of people coming through.
And take the trash.
So I just poked a hole with an awl here. You can use your big bite, and I'm going to have to pull the big bite out because I got to get this eyelet in there. So, and if you just poke a hole with an awl, it'll hold fine. But Jonna liked the eyelet, so I'm going to do an eyelet. I was mixed about the eyelet.
You just use your big bite.
Now I'm using the big bite because I got to put this in. No.
Girl.
The reason I was trying to do this manually was I had a problem with the big bite getting the hole in the right spot. So I thought this way at least I could measure and then poke even though the big bite does make holes, I could just put the eyelet in the hole that's measured properly, if you know what I mean.
You're doing a pen holder on the side. You need to make sure that you drop your elastic that holds the book closes a little bit lower so that it doesn't get in the, goes around the pen. It doesn't get in the way of the pen.
Here's the pen on this one up here. This is a little low. This is because I did it on the big bite. I wasn't happy with it. I did it. I'm challenged. You guys know. People who are good at the big bite will get this kind of in the spot they're really happy with, but it came out crooked. They're not lined up. But anyway, that's the kind of idea. Okay, where is that thing? I keep it on the floor because it's heavy. I wish they would make a smaller one. Maybe could handle it then. Okay. I do love my crocodile though, my regular one. I'm just looking at this to make sure I got the right thing pushing down. Because you know how it goes.
Yes, Diane, we have started the Stick It Down book.
Okay. Okay. I think it's going to be all right. It wasn't me. Mixed review. Okay. Much better. There we go. All right, that wasn't so painful. Painful enough. That is so stinking cute. Okay, so to do the middle elastic, what you're going to do, we'll do the whole elastic on this one anyway because it doesn't have any. So I'm going to use, I have like a dark orange over here because this thing has little orange noses. So I thought it'd be cute kind of to use the rusty color. Or, ooh, is this too bright? Do you guys like that sparkly orange? That's kind of, see what it's got little orange feet and noses. What do you think? The sparkly's pretty.
I like sparkly.
I'm going for sparkly. Go figure, huh? Okay, so again, you're going to need 2 lengths plus some extra to tie your knot. And 2 beads. I got 1. And where's my bag? This would be cute. I got a snowflake. I have a little snowflake charm for the penguins. Okay. So what you do, and if you need to put a bead of glue on the end, I didn't find I had to. You can to get that threaded through. But what you do is the bead goes on the outside and is held in place by the eyelet. So you're going to thread your elastic through to the outside, thread the bead on. That's why you need a bead with a little bit bigger hole. Okay, so there's your bead. Then you're going to take the elastic, bring it right through the eyelet again, back the way you came, and the bead will hold it in place. I don't want to lose my...
Okay, Linda's got press to the screen, so go slow on this part because she's following along.
Okay, so there's the bead. And then once I tie it and everything, I'll flip the bead. I like to flip my bead so that the elastic is even on, both sides and the little holes are even. Kind of like that. Let me see if you can see it. Like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's saying yes on the
So
bead.
then we're going to flip it over, and now we've got both ends, and of course one's short, so let me get that adjusted. So let me pull some through the beads so we're a little bit more equidistant. Okay, so inside now you've got your bead being held by the eyelet outside and your 2 strands of elastic inside. So now we're going to go down and we're going to get the other bead. So the bead again is on the outside. So you're going to thread this through to the outside using that bottom eyelet. Going to flip it over and try not to lose anything here, but I think it'll pretty much, it kind of holds, it won't fall off. And you want to, okay, I am coming through. You want your 2 strands, I should tell you this too, to be next to each other, okay? You don't want them to cross. And I don't think they really do because the bead moves around out there, so you can kind of twist it around and it'll straighten itself out. But, so you're going to thread your bead on so that when you bring this back through, it comes up to meet this strand and the 2 lie next to each other. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what you want to watch for. So you thread the bead on.
So you work side to the out, grab the bead, go back through the same
hole.
Eyelet.
Yep.
And then the 2 ends meet in the center of the inside of the cover. And then you tie them off.
And then you tie them off. Okay, and what you want to do when you tie them off is you want your 2 elastics to be next to each other. Okay, there. They should look just like that next to each other. Oops, my finger's in the way, but you got the idea, right? Okay, so now what you may have to do to get your string the right tension is you may have to pull it a little from the bead on the outside and pull it through a bit, but that's okay. And then you get it in here, and you want to do it just so it snaps a little bit, but not necessarily roll up. We're tying a knot. Okay. Oh, I'm nice and snappy. So I won't put the glossy accents on this right away. I'll show you because it kind of goes all over the place when you're gluing it. So I'll show you how I did the pencil. And then I'll cut that down. I'll cut those little tails down a bit more after I get the glossy accents on that knot. Now to do the middle one, all you're going to do is you're going to thread it through your middle eyelet. So you're going to make a loop. And I basically eyeballed it, you guys. I just kind of did it this way. And I left a little bit of looseness, not a lot. It fits nice and snug. It fits, you know, goes around, but I didn't tighten it because once you get your books in there, that's what's going to hold all your books in. So you just want it just to sit kind of lightly on there. And then you're going to thread both ends through your eyelet and you're going to tie a big knot. And you're just going to leave your loop hanging out. Now, before we tie it though, because I just thought of this, we got to put the charm on. Or, well, you got a couple choices. You can either, if you use a jump ring, you can just put it right on with a jump ring. So you can go ahead and tie this if you want.
Yeah, I just had my big bead. That big flat bead I put on mine.
Yep.
I strung the bead right on. You could put little beads on your elastic because it's a small elastic.
Yeah, let's see what we've got. Let's do something fun. Let me see what I got.
Okay, so I'm gonna use I'm using I jelly printed some sticky back canvas to cover my little Post-it note covers with. And I'm making this with the sticky back canvas too. It works great because it's the right size. It's 8.5 by 11, so it works out perfectly.
Oh,
or
yeah.
8 by 10.
It'll work fabulously.
Yep.
Okay, so let me see what I have for beads. I don't know if I have where the beads have a big enough hole. That's the only thing. These would be so cute, but the hole looks really small.
Oh my gosh, Joyce is off on a tangent. She's going insane. You know, she's doing felt, duct tape, lace.
Yeah, I'm just out there planting the seed. You guys will take it and run with it.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell everybody, if you are going to make this, if you post it on any social media, we started a hashtag link. So if you put down hashtag stick it down, then all you have to do is in any social media, you just, in the search bar, if you just put in hashtag stick it down, it'll take you to the page where everybody's posting all of this. So even if you're on Facebook, if you post a picture of your Duct-Dori or the Stick It Down challenge, then when you go into any social media and you do hashtag Stick It Down, it'll come up. Even if I'm on Twitter, everywhere on Twitter, it'll be hashtag Stick It Down. Then it pulls up everybody who's posted. Or if you posted it anywhere on the internet, in Google search, if I hit hashtag stick it down, it'll take me everywhere on the internet. Someone in their post wrote hashtag stick it down. So even if you're on Flickr and you do hashtag stick it down, even if you're on, everywhere on any social media sharing site on the internet, we'll be able to pull it up, and that way I can see what everybody's doing. And
I want to grab a jumping board.
Yes, you can, Carrie.
What?
He said, if I've made mine already, can I still post it? It's not made this way, LOL.
Yeah, make it any way you want. There's no one way. I don't think. Okay, this may be... There's Mitzi! This may be the one time in my life I don't have a silver jump ring.
It works on Flickr if I Googled it. Like if I put it in my Google search bar and I do hashtag stick it down, it'll come up in my search. I may have to look for it, but it will come everywhere. The hashtag is hashtag stick it down.
Okay.
Glenda, it's recorded, and here's the blog post where you can find the download for the Stick It Down challenge.
Okay.
And also your measurements to make your Duct-Dori.
Okay, that took a while. Sorry about that. I'm just putting a jump ring on this little snowflake. Yeah, I have, just to give you some ideas, I don't have, one of the issues is you've got to look for beads that this elastic can thread through. But I'll show you a pretty one I just found. It won't go on this one, but it'll go certainly on lots of other things. Okay, so I'm just doing 2 little tiny beads with a snowflake. That'll be cute. But let me just show you what I found. Some of you, who out here doesn't Carol do the, although I don't really recommend glass, because I'd be concerned that it would break or something, but somebody makes those beautiful fire, what do you call those, beads? I thought it was Carol. But look, isn't this pretty? So this is a handmade bead, and it has a large enough hole. So a flat bead like this would be beautiful, you know, on your elastic. Okay, so let me get this through. Gosh, this is so cute. You know what's funny about all this is they all look different. You know, they kind of all take on a little life of their own. So I want to make sure.
Okay, let's see. Mitzi said you can use the mini pony beads that are fire polished.
Love that idea. Okay, I don't even know anything about those. So tell me about that. I didn't even know they made minis.
I knew they made the mini ones, but what's the fire polish? Do we have to light them on fire and would that melt them?
No, it means they're not plastic. They're, what are they? Crystal? Oh gosh, look at that. So cute.
It sounds like it's an accident waiting to happen.
Who said that?
No, that's me.
John.
She wrote fire polished pony beads. For me, it sounds like it's an accident waiting to happen.
Okay, I am making a, okay, I was making a thicker knot there. All of a sudden it pulled open. I better make sure I got the right length again out there. Oh yeah, okay. I was just tying it twice to be safe. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna sit and get the glossy accents on these two. Try to keep them away from each other, but there. Where is it? I always check the floor. When you can't find something, check the floor. It may have fallen down. Okay, anybody see my fine liner?
Oh my god.
I know. I'm probably looking right at it. No, it's under here. Here it is.
It's in your box.
It's in my computer box storage thingy. I love that thing because it's long and narrow. Oh. Okay. So I'm just dropping a little bead of glossy accents on the knots. I don't know if you have to do this, but just to be on the safe side. Okay, we'll let that dry. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So that's it. That's how you make them. So we'll go ahead and do some. Huh?
Show them how you make the paper. That's the cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. I gotta let this dry though.
Okay. Do you want to? Are you hungry?
We should take a break. How long have I been on? I probably need to stop, huh?
Yeah, you've been on 2 hours
Okay.
since you started.
Let me stop the recording and we'll do a BRB. How's that for, I don't know, 10 minutes? And I'll come back.